Alright guys, check out this new card. It's actually really good. So it's very interesting. Its name is Fierce Tiger Mengwhu, which is a Earth Beast level 4, and it's got 1700 attack and 1000 defense points. And it says all other monsters on the field lose 500 attack. The second part is, once per turn during your main phase, you get to destroy all monsters on the field with lower attack than this card. I believe that it doesn't say original attack, so that means you could theoretically boost this card up and then just destroy everything. Now, this effect, unfortunately, is not a quick effect. If this effect was a quick effect, this card would be immediately S tier, but it actually opens up the doors for a very interesting deck. Now, if you guys remember, there's a card called Tiger King Mengwhu, which has very similar artwork. It's this card over here. I don't know if it's like a throwback or something related to the lore, or if that means maybe Mengwhu or something who is going to be getting a archetype, because this, again, it's like very similar to this card over here. So King Tiger Mengwhu is actually a pretty decent card, but what's cool with this card is the effect over here. It's once per turn where you get to destroy all monsters with attack lower than this card. You could play a deck that's like, let's say, like even just with an axe to spare, right? It's 2700 attack. Everything loses 500, so that means at even at its base effect of just being 1700 attack, everything gets lowered by 500, and it's everything else that gets lowered. It's all other, right? Which does not include itself. And then the ability to destroy everything means if it's a 22, or I should say 21 or lower, it just instantly will be destroyed. Now you can further increase this with, let's just say, Axe to Spare, being able to basically destroy anything with 3100 or under. You just destroy everything up on the board. That's a pretty decent effect because it's not a, again, it doesn't say original attack, and it doesn't have, like, usually with these sort of effects where you destroy all monsters, it's like you can't attack during the turn you activate this effect. So for like cheesy plays, sure, maybe you can do something with it, which is like a one-hit OTK your opponent. Not meta, not anything to really talk about. But this is an actual really decent card called King Tiger Mengwhu. This card has seen some competitive play in the side deck versus certain matchups. Even in like the Plant Synchro era days, this card was actually surprisingly pretty good. Some people even tried way back in the day. This card I'm talking about is not competitive, called Burden of the Mighty. I'll briefly talk about it here in a second. But like King Tiger Mengwhu actually is a pretty decent card. It's when any monster with 1400 or less attack is normal or special, it just destroys them immediately. It has to be face up on the field, but basically that can stop so many decks, because a lot of combo decks, they'll start out with their small monster normal summon and go for other things. Now, in addition with this card, everything loses 500 additional attack, which actually does work because this is just a continuous effect over here. This would be stackable with Burden of the Mighty. Now, Burden of the Mighty kind of like loses out on certain things because of, like, let's say ranks. Ranks have no level, right? And on top of that, like Link monsters, they have no level, so this would not apply. But this card just applies to everything. So what this theoretically means with King Tiger, anything with 1900 or less attack that's normal or special summon instantly gets destroyed when you combo two of them together. You can run, what is it? I think it's Tensu, the Fire King card, right? Or you can Tenki, I think it's search out, is it search out Beast? Or these are both Beasts? Okay. Maybe you could search these cards out and in combination, maybe like double summon, or there's probably, again, Tensu or any other card. I think Tensu is the one, right? I have to double check on this because I really like the cards that open up the doors for like new unique things. So if we were to say, let's say use Tensu over here, we just summon it's a Beast Warrior. Is there anything for additional beast other than like double summon that we could potentially use for this? Because it is a beast, not Beast Warrior, so it won't work with that with the Tensu over here. But does Tenki search out Beast and Beast Warrior, so you get to add one level of it has to be Beast Warrior? Okay, so yeah, unfortunately I guess that won't work with it. There might be some other like card that works with it, but what I'm trying to say is trying to get out both of these in combo with each other means that you potentially pseudo lock your opponent out of, unless they just special summon something with 1900, well, it'd have to be 2000 or more, it instantly just goes away. And if you stack with Burden of the Mighty, this can go even further, but more than likely these two alone I think would be a cool enough combo. And they are level 4 Earth. Maybe there's some way to, like, again, bring them out, and you can maybe pen summon them, but I think it's a cool idea coming out in Photon Hypernova. That's just the new card that got announced, but it's interesting. Let me know, guys, what other cards that you can actually utilize with this card down below. But thanks for tuning, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the future, subscribe, turn the bell, and you'll definitely see more. But take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.